When it comes to a good deal, is it based on how much you get or how much you spend? How about both? Today we're gonna go check out a $10 buffet versus a $200 buffet. Let's go check them out, come on. Behind me is the $10 buffet. This is chow time, let's go check it out. Wow, this is really nice.
I was not expecting that.
Straight up looks like a nice buffet. From the outside, I wasn't giving these vibes, but...
Because you remember the Nashville places.
Oh yeah, those were run down, looked pretty
Inside
bad. They
and
were
out.
honestly sketchy restaurants. This looks luxury.
This would be sketch on the outside.
Yeah, from the outside, when you walk in, you're like, damn, is everything made of gold in here?
Jesus.
So check this out, you guys. I bought this thing so we can get you POV shots. I might look crazy doing this, but we're getting you a POV of what's going on here. All right, let's do this.
Do we get different stuff? Like I do hot, you do this? That looks raw.
Yeah, but look at, there's a hibachi cooking station.
Oh.
Oh, so they'll cook it for us.
But I don't know what that pink stuff is.
Yeah, I don't know about any of this. All right, I'm just gonna pick something. You maybe do what you think. Take one of them, chicken on a stick. I like that. I don't know about this salmon though. I'm gonna be honest. This salmon looks a little suspect. But hey, $10 is $10. This, on the other hand though, this is salt and pepper shrimp whitefish. Looks a lot better than this big salmon. I'm gonna definitely get some of this as well. Oh, look at this. We even got sushi over here. Oof, man, I'm gonna be honest. They have a lot of choices when it comes to sushi. But I do love these salmon nigiris right here. Try one of those, see how fresh their sushi is. I'm gonna be honest, there's a whole fried section right here, and I would usually go right past this, but I see crab ragoon right there, and I love me some crab ragoon. I'll get a little bit of this for our crab ragoon. Give me one of them. What else we got here? Okay, we got bourbon chicken. That looks good, I'm not gonna lie. That looks juicy, look at that. Okay, so I think we kind of seen everything that's here. Orange chicken section, you know, I gotta throw me some of them. A couple of those on there. Ooh, a sesame ball? Let me get one of them. I've come here twice now. I gotta try one of these buffalo wings. Give me a little buffalo drumstick right here. Alrighty, alrighty. Oh, I'll come back for you after. What else we got? We got premium salads over here. As you can see, these ones are pretty full because people aren't eating salads here. Ooh, edamame. Some of those are suspect of color, but I think we'll start with this. It seems like a good starting point. Sashimi, only for eat here, no for go. Try me one of them. Like the spicy tuna, give me one of them. Not gonna lie to you guys right now, my mouth is watering. Got our first plate. Here's our first plate. Not gonna lie, we're filled to the brim. Looks pretty good just off the rip, I'm not gonna lie right now. Jake went for the one where you cook it yourself.
Yeah, and you get like 5 different choices for sauces.
That's pretty cool. I mean, I went for the pre-made stuff already, so we're gonna really give you guys the taste test and let you know, is this $10 worth it? I mean, from just looking at it, it already looks like it's worth $10.
And I think it's cool because they do cook it in front of you. So you don't know how long it's been sitting out there raw, but if they're cooking it fresh, I feel like at Panda Express, you're gonna be paying more just for this.
Think about it, if there's any kind of bad bacteria or anything, it gets cooked out right in front of you. So that's a good sign. So Jake's gonna go fresh. I'm gonna go previously already made. Who knows how long this has been made?
Mind you, they just opened an hour ago, so
it's gotta be somewhat fresh. Chicken on a stick for me. And I don't know what you got going on.
Hibachi noodle thing.
Oh.
This is fantastic.
Mine, it's got decent flavor, but it is definitely tough to get into. It's a little bit on the drier side, but still has better flavor than some restaurants do, I'm not gonna lie.
This, the flavor on it, the shrimp's a little weird, but the steak or whatever meat I got in my combo, maybe it was just because I got good taste buds when I'm putting it together, but this tastes as fresh and as good as you would go to like a normal Chinese hibachi place. Try it.
No, I trust you. I mean, I got a whole plate here, but
I mean, you should.
All right.
You should, because that might be your next plate.
Honestly, we're coming here to get our money's worth, okay? So for 10 bucks, I mean, this is already worth it, I think.
For sure. I want your honest review of that.
Those noodles are spectacular. That's pretty fire, I'm not gonna lie.
Good.
The meat's a little chewy,
But it's okay.
but it's good.
Yeah.
But it's still fire, has good flavor, good seasoning.
I got a little egg roll.
And I got a crab ragoon. See how this is here. It's mostly cream cheese.
Is it better than the 1-star that we just had?
It's most definitely better than the 1-star. The one thing that is interesting though, when we've gone to some buffets, you know how you taste everything and it kind of tastes the same because it's all cooked on the same oil or whatever? Here, I'm getting distinct flavors from each thing that I'm tasting where it somewhat tastes pretty good.
I think if you came here and found your one item that you liked, like
Most definitely.
let's say it's this coconut shrimp thing,
Or maybe it's this buffalo wing.
you can eat $10 worth
Oh, easily.
in like 15 minutes.
Easily, because you go to a restaurant and order those coconut shrimp things, you're paying 10 bucks for an appetizer. I'm going
Pretty
buffalo wing.
solid.
Not bad at all. You know, you're getting buffalo wings with less chicken than normal, or at least less chicken than some of these restaurants, but it still has great flavor.
But the question is, what can you get at any other Buffalo Wild Wings, Hooters? You're getting what, like a 6-piece for $10? So is it better, worse, same? Is it worth it?
Oh no, it's definitely, I think, equivalent to like a Buffalo Wild Wings. It's pretty delicious. From buffets that I've been in, this is already giving me a better, cleaner vibe.
Yeah.
Like this place is clean.
They have a fresh sushi bar already off
Fresh
the
sushi.
rip.
Let me get one of those too. I have one too.
Already off the rip, it's soft rice.
I didn't bring any soy sauce, so let me share some of yours. Yeah, it is soft rice. That's good sushi.
And it's a thick cut of salmon.
It's nice. Quality sushi. Like, I can throw down $10 worth of those
I might
easily.
have to. Because I mean, I go to the market across the street from my house, and you're paying $15 for 6 pieces.
Exactly. Now, I'm so curious because later in this video, we're gonna hit up a $200 buffet. How can it compare to this?
I don't know.
It just means we're gonna have to eat a lot more food to make our money's worth.
But I do have one item that I know where the $200 kind of breaks into that.
Don't share anything yet. We'll find
Stay
out
tuned.
soon. But one thing I do want to point out is this god-awful looking baked salmon. It looks drier than... I wasn't even gonna say it. Let's try it though. Definitely could use some lemon or some seasoning, but it's not horrible. I think this is a good spot. For
my
10
God.
bucks, bro. This is incredible. I'm actually pretty impressed for what we're getting for $10. Like, how does this restaurant make any money?
Yeah, I'm not a huge buffet person. I usually leave so much, but I did see a sign that it says, if you leave food, it's $8.99 extra.
No way.
Yeah.
It said that?
Yeah, because they don't want you wasting.
Okay, so that now makes a little bit more sense. You gotta eat everything on your plate, lick it clean, because I don't even want to leave any sauce. That might be a couple dollars extra. This is the juiciest chicken I had in a long time. This is a fire piece of chicken too. So juicy. Has a little fat on it, but just take that off and throw it down. Let's check this out. A sesame ball. What could be inside? I do not know.
More sesame?
Oh no, there's something dark in there. I
Or
don't know what
candy.
that is. Definitely not meat. I don't know what that is, bro. I can't even tell you. It tastes like, I mean, the texture of it is like mud.
Ooh.
Wet dirt, but it doesn't taste like that.
I did see 2 things that were a little weird. On the sushi bar, it says, for here only. Which means this might be a buffet where you can take some to go.
Oh, maybe we
And-
should ask her. Let's ask her. Ma'am, are you allowed to bring anything home after? Like take anything to go? Oh, you pay for it by what?
By pound
Okay,
to go.
got it. So if you do want to take some stuff home, you got to pay for it by pound. But I got some orange chicken here. Let's see how this compares to like a fast food Panda Express type of restaurant. Oh, not very
Never
good.
mind, never mind.
It's just very soggy. Like it's definitely been sitting in the orange sauce for way too long.
I
But
don't
so
know.
far everything else
I
I've
think
had is
hands down this
pretty good.
hibachi thing. I can't wait to hit that dessert menu. Did you see that? They had a
I
whole
saw it.
row for dessert.
Alrighty, that'll have to do. That'll have to do. Since I mentioned it, we gotta try the dessert, okay? So you saw me scoop up this ice cream over there. It was definitely very much frozen and very hard to do. There was also a moment when my finger touched the ice cream. So if that happened to me, it might happen to everybody else. So take that with a grain of salt. Regardless, I got me some nice ice cream here. I think it's just cookie dough ice cream or chocolate chip ice cream.
I will say the one thing that they don't have is they don't have the names of the ice cream on it.
You're winging it. Whatever looks appealing to you, you go for it. So cookies and cream for me. Let's give it a taste. Oh yeah.
Does it have frostbite?
It's definitely like freeze dried. Like you could taste it when you put it in your mouth. The speckles of ice that are all around the ice cream. Regardless, it's ice cream, so it tastes pretty good. Next up, I had to get this lemon cake because this reminds me of childhood. At Costco, they used to sell these things, and Jake and I loved them. So I think I'm tapping out. Let's go get the check. Let's confirm this was $11, and let's get out of here. Alrighty, folks, so that was an $11 buffet, and I gotta say, it was pretty delicious, but let's go check out what a $200 buffet is like. Come on. Now behind me is the $200 buffet. This is at the Breakers. Let's go check it out. So as you could tell, this is definitely a fancier place, so we definitely had to dress up a little bit.
Hey, the hat's gone. Don't make fun of the hairline, okay? I'm 31 years old.
Leave the guy alone, all right?
Leave me
He's
alone.
had enough trouble his whole entire life.
Leave
All right,
me alone.
let's get into this place. This hotel is absolutely beautiful. It's also known as one of the most expensive hotels you could stay at here in West Palm. The rooms go for about $5,000 a night.
This is honestly gorgeous here.
This is insane. If you guys remember, we were in the other buffet. It was only $11. I feel like I saw more food there than here, but this is just the beginning. Wow, look at this place. I feel like I just stepped into the Sistine Chapels. One thing I want to point out about this place is if you look at the roof, okay? Because you remember, we had a really cool roof at that $11 buffet with you were in the clouds. I mean, this is beautiful, but that $11 buffet roof? All right, let's go check out the food. I have a game plan here. We spent so much money on this one. Let's try to limit the carbs and go straight for the money, the protein, okay?
Okay.
One thing I want to point out from walking around this one to the other one, all the other food was exposed at the other place, letting in germs and everything. Everything here is covered, closed, protected, and hot.
Do you see that?
Are they cut already? Oh, and they're already sliced and diced for easy access? I gotta get
And you're not getting it yourself. They're serving it
like
to
that,
you.
okay? So it's like a buffet, but now I understand you still have to tip here because they're doing the work. You have never seen anything crazier than when you pour your butter out of one of those water fountains over here. Melted butter straight out of it.
It's not like a chocolate fondue,
No,
it's a butter
dude.
fondue?
Butter.
Oh.
All right, let's get eating.
He just showed me the clip of what the lighting looks like and my hair looks,
Well, at least you're good. If you do it like that and you film yourself, you cut off your whole forehead, so you should be fine.
Well, yeah, but then they get the whole double chin.
Oh,
so
yeah.
there's no winning here.
You know what, man? I didn't create you, God did. So I'm gonna jump right into these crab legs, okay? So first thing, we're getting a Alaskan king crab that is already sliced for you, so you don't have to do the work. The one thing I will say though is it's cold. That's the only thing I'm not gonna be 100% a big fan of, but look, we're gonna try it regardless. Pull it out. I've been to some places where the whole crab comes out in one go. Oh God. You still got to do the work. Look at this. I don't know if this is like fresh Alaskan king crab because I've been to multiple different places here in South Florida where I pull that thing out and it comes out juicy as ever.
Yeah, but it's usually hot.
That is true.
It's cold.
It's
so-
cold, it's cold. I'm gonna be honest though. It's falling apart. Let's taste it. Let's go at it again. It'll do, okay?
If you had $200 worth of that, is it worth it?
I mean, look it. When I go to a spot and I have king crab, I have it for about $100 and I get a pound worth. So if I could sit here and eat 2 pounds worth of those Alaskan king crab legs, it'll be worth it. Proof that I'm not being crazy and over analytical. Jake, you try the crab.
What is this?
Oh,
All right, let's go for it. It's good, but it's nothing to rave about.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing that, like, I wouldn't tell my friends to come here.
no, there's definitely a lot better spots to go for Alaskan king crab here in South Florida.
Yeah.
So don't limit yourself to just that here. Jake, you try that caviar and let me know if we're getting some good flavor here off their seafood.
So I got 3 variations. I got one by itself, and they come in these little pancakes.
That's the best way to eat caviar if you've never done it.
Yeah, of course.
Oh my God, my dude, we're at the breakers.
A little bit of salt, the little juices that pop in the back of your throat. It's like boba, but a salty version. Highly recommend.
Before I jump into this hot meal, I gotta make some room. So let me eat one of these lobster tails and let's see what we're working with. This is what I was expecting. When I pulled out that crab, I wanted the whole thing to come out. So I'm gonna be quite honest with you guys, after indulging in that one crab leg, it's not quality here. For $200, that was the worst crab leg I've ever had. But then again, there's a lot more on this $200 menu. This lobster tail is looking good so far. And again, it is cold, real ice cold. These are chilled, but let me taste it. That was good. Plump, juicy, tasty. But next, when I was walking around this and I was seeing these lamb chops being made right in front of my eyes, I knew they were gonna be good. I mean, look at this thing. It absolutely looks great.
Do they cook it fresh for you?
They didn't cook it fresh, but the guy serving it was fresh with love, and he had a good vibe to him, so I'm feeling like the food that he was cooking is gonna be good, so let's taste it.
Oh yeah.
All right, juicy, delicious. That really has some solid flavor to it. I'm not gonna lie to you right now. This is a good lamb chop. I can punch down a couple of these for sure.
Which one should I eat?
A or B? Let the audience choose. Let's give them a second.
I don't like your answer. I'm gonna try this one.
Oh, big mouth, boy. Is that mustache dancing? While he's chewing, this is the perfect time for you to pick up some merch at BrennenTaylor.com.
That is probably the biggest shrimp I've ever seen at a buffet. Honestly, everything tastes fresh. Like what I've had so far, besides your crab, it tastes fresh. Do I think this is worth it?
Wait, you can't even say that yet. We've had 2 bites. Calm the frick down, all right? Let me keep trying something, all right? Next up, all right, my whole plate is basically seafood. We got this roast beef right here. And let me tell you, man, this thing is bloody. There's a lot of fat on here, but
that's the point.
I'm gonna pick that off, okay, my man? I am trying to shred up right now. I don't need pure fat in me,
No, that's
okay?
the point, though.
I'm gonna leave a little. All right, listen, I don't tell you how to eat your shrimp over there.
You're really eating with your freaking hands.
Yeah, dude. I'm still me. I'm still a Mexicano. All right, here we go.
Look at this. God, I'm embarrassed.
Hold on. Is that steak or is that bubble gum? Chewy. It's heavily fatty, and you know what?
How's the flavor?
I'm gonna be really real with you right now, okay? It didn't have much flavor. I mean, it has the natural flavors of the meat, but it doesn't have any seasoning to it. Like, it almost doesn't even feel like it's fully cooked. Like, I was chewing the crap out of this thing. Maybe for people on the carnivore diet, they're gonna really love this, but I feel like it needs a little bit of salt. I don't wanna get people pissed off. I'm the one here eating it, and I wouldn't go for a second round of that.
So since I ate so much sushi at the first place, let's do a quality test. Back to back, a little bit. The cuts of fish is significantly smaller than when we got the other place. The quality might be better, but you have to eat more. Look, like
I could see that. It was a lot thicker at the last place. I vowed to myself last time in the last video when I said I wasn't gonna eat oysters anymore, that I wasn't gonna eat oysters anymore, but we're here today.
Wait, but what's the rule? You only do it when there's like an ER
yeah,
at
there's
the
an
end of the
ER
month.
at the end of the month. What month are we in? January. So oysters may not be in season this month, but hey, we're here in Florida, and I think it should be okay, right?
It just depends where they come from.
I mean, listen, a YouTuber's wife died from eating like bad oysters. Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard that you weren't allowed to eat oysters on months that don't end in ER. We're in January. Am I cool to eat this?
You can eat them anytime.
Really? Is it different out here in Florida? All right, we're gonna try it, all right? We're gonna do it anyways. I don't know, man. Her answer wasn't very,
She didn't know.
it didn't tempt me to want to eat it, but we're gonna do it anyways. Here goes nothing. Maybe that rule is not right, because that was a damn good oyster, okay? Tasted good. Let's hope I live tomorrow. Next up, we're gonna try some of this ham. Only reason I got this ham, because this ham was cooked in fruit. I wanna know if that fruit, yeah, there was raspberries in there. I wanna know if that fruit correlates to the cooking at all of it. So let's taste it. Here goes nothing.
Does it taste berry?
I don't taste the fruit, but that is the juiciest pork I've ever had. Oh my God. Next Thanksgiving when I have some ham, I'm gonna tell my mama throw some raspberries on that thing because I don't know what it did to it, but it's so juicy and flavorful. I don't taste the fruitiness of it, but man, this is good. I'm gonna throw down one of these quick lobster claws, see if this tastes any better than the...
We got quiet here, though.
I think I'm gonna add some more lobster to my next plate. Let's go do it. They cleared our plates with no questions asked. We don't have to pay any extra because I definitely left some meat still on that thing. So let's go get our second plate. We really are here to get our money's worth, so we are going straight for the caviar. All right, first up, I'm gonna build me one of these, okay? Because I need this in my life.
Get a couple. Oh, you're going crazy.
Yeah, brother, I'm telling you, I'm getting my money's worth. Center grabbing. He was watching me. I had to stop. He gave me that.
I'm debating over here, creamy chicken or pasta.
Ooh.
My fork almost didn't penetrate it.
Oh gosh. Is that a faulty fork or a thick ass piece of chicken? Who knows? Go for it.
Who knows? Oh, it's good. It's not the most tender chicken, but the sauce is amazing. It's creamy, it's flavorful, it's heavenly.
So you're telling me the sauce can make the chicken?
Yeah.
All right. So then I'm hoping the sauce on this meat is gonna do the meat justice, okay? They said prime rib right here.
I don't know if you're supposed to use your hands.
This is fire right here. This is what I should have started with, and then I would have a better taste in my mouth about this spot. This is phenomenal right here. This is juicy, It's tasty. The sauce on it is delicious. I love the little burnt edges of it, giving it a nice little crisp. This has got all the flavor I need right here. Way better than the seafood. So that pasta, you literally got like one pasta shell.
We can't serve ourselves. I put the plate up and that's all she gave me. All right, pasta a la vodka. Let's go. I don't think there's enough variety here, but I think the food's good. But is it worth it? I would.
What? We don't want to say anything yet. We'll give our idea at the end which one is the better value. I got the baked salmon on my plate, and if you guys remember, at the $11 buffet, I also had the baked salmon. Look at the difference in these two salmons. The baked salmon at the $11 buffet looked hideous. It looked gross. It looked disgusting.
Frozen.
It looked just, wasn't right. This one, on the other hand, looks good. But is it only because it has a ton of sauce on it? Let's find out. That's how salmon should break apart. It did not come off. I could have picked that thing up like a patty and eaten it. All right, here we go.
My mama makes. Oh, what the heck?
I don't even know what that was.
What was that? Or was that a tooth?
You're like, hey, I'm missing a tooth. Really good salmon here. Baked with really good flavor. Like Jake said previously, the sauce on top is what really brought this whole thing together. Now, I gotta try this caviar, okay? Because I am the caviar expert. I've actually gone to Costco and bought caviar.
We have.
No, I have. You've just eaten it. Anyways, let me taste this thing as is. You can't really properly taste caviar until you take a spoonful, or should I say forkful?
That was a lot.
That's good. Very salty though. That's what caviar is all about. I think that's why you put caviar on the pancake, is to minimize some of that saltiness. Let's try it. That's good. Definitely should have waited for some fresh pancakes. Regardless, caviar is good. Pancakes are good. Look, if you come here and eat enough of the caviar, you're definitely gonna make your money's worth here. So I'm not gonna be too upset because I'm gonna scarf this whole bowl down. This probably right here is about 60, 70 bucks worth of caviar, so.
One observation, because I am facing the back and I can see everything and I'm holding the camera. No one cares. No one literally is looking or batting an eye that we're filming a YouTube video here right now. But at the $11 one, everyone stared. Were they embarrassed and these people are proud? Or, I don't know.
We should ask, because the last place we asked, if you take some home, you gotta pay per pound. What about here? Excuse me, Danielle, am I allowed to take anything to go? Nothing. So if I put this chow mein in my pocket.
If I don't see it, you can't take it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so that's one difference. At the last place, you could pay per pound for the food. Here, you can't take anything out. But you know me, I'm gonna throw some of this. If it wasn't YSL, I would throw it down. Jake, I can see, has already been stuffing his pockets.
Wait, how can you tell?
Because there's a damn shrimp sticking out of it. Put it in, man.
Sorry.
She didn't see anything. You're good. Alrighty, you guys, so we got our dessert. It's a lot different than the $11 buffet. I mean, look at the fanciness of this. I mean, the cup is edible, Jake. You're gonna have to try this one because they said there's alcohol in it, and I am staying away from that, but everything looks great. Let's see if we could get a nice little shatter from the creme brulee. Oh yeah, look at that. First taste.
Divine, heavenly.
This is the only thing that made me move today, okay? So that should say something. That is fantastic. I just gotta be careful with the sugar. Delicious though.
I want to see this one crack. Is it hard though?
I don't know. Oh, it's soft.
Oh, what is
I'm
that?
not sure what this one was.
It's pudding?
Ah, look at that. Oh, tastes like there's like peanut butter inside.
Yo, let me see your teeth. Give me a smile check.
So good. Thank you, thank you. The desserts here, spectacular. I mean, you saw what we had at the $11 buffet. We had an assortment of ice cream with no titles. We didn't know what they were.
And they're also frozen.
And they were also frostbited.
Yeah.
Jake, try this thing. It's the whole thing is like Willy Wonka says.
Everything you'll see is eatable.
Even the cup. Oh my God.
I don't think it's alcohol, but we're degenerates. We gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Clearly we don't belong with this crowd. 500 buckaroonies, you know the vibe. Let's get on out of here and let's give you guys our final thoughts on the two buffets. Come on. So we just got back from the $250 buffet, and now is a perfect time to compare from the $11 buffet. Obviously, they're very different in price, and let's just go through it. Let's start with the $11 buffet and let's say what we liked about it.
I mean, it was clean.
It was tasty.
It was a nice establishment.
It had a great variety of different types of
The
foods.
sushi was great.
The guy that cooked things right there in front of you was great.
I will say ice cream bar, but no titles of what the ice cream was.
And the ice cream was a little like pre-frozen and like had frostbite into it, but whatever. Regardless, I think for $11, that place was an absolute steal.
Yeah, this next place was 250% higher.
Yeah. Now let's go off of that one. So
Okay.
that one had really good, it had variety as well. It had, you know, crab, it had lobster.
It was in the richest city in Florida.
All of the millionaires live in that city, so
Yeah.
it makes sense that it would be $250, but was it worth it?
Open bar. The
Lobster tails,
crab
caviar.
legs.
Like, I don't know. I mean, it's so
how much?
different.
We did a video years ago with caviar. How much is like a tin? Like what, $70?
Yeah, so I mean, you guys saw me try to eat a bunch of caviar there. One human can only eat so much.
Kind of gross when you eat a lot.
So I don't know. I mean, I think for, you know, value-wise, obviously the $11 one is definitely a better choice. But if you're going for like, I feel like more of a gourmet type of individual foods and a vibe, that the $250 one makes more sense.
I will also say the one at the Breakers, the sushi was a thicker cut of actual fish versus I feel like the $10 one, they were doing thinner but more rice to fill you up because they want to kick you out of here.
Maybe.
Like you're already paying the money, like they're gonna feed you at the Breakers.
Yeah, that is true. You know, and the one thing that I did like about the Breakers with the $250 one is that you weren't forced to eat everything on your plate.
Oh, I
there was
forgot
no
about
extra
that.
fee like there was at the $11 one.
Ah.
But then again, you have this huge discrepancy in price.
You also could take it to go, but they charge you per pound, so that's a little plus too. Though.
Yeah, I thought that was the $11 one.
Yeah.
So that is a good thing. So, I mean, it is really hard. I think that, you know, if you have the money to spend, obviously that $250 one, you have a lot more variety in like upper class food, and you also get to be surrounded by the good ambiance of very wealthy people.
They had a sprinkle bar.
I mean, let's go off it. Let's say which one would we rather do? Obviously, if money is not an option here, just based off of the environment, the vibe, the food, and everything else, which one would you rather do?
The Breakers. Hands down. I mean, who's gonna say
Who's gonna
otherwise?
say I mean,
who would literally say that they want to eat the cheaper one?
I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you though. There was a couple things that I ate at the cheaper one that I think tasted a little bit better. Like I love those noodles at the cheap one. Think about that. They didn't have that at the other one. They had cold lobster, cold crab legs, you know, a fatty meat. There was a lot of things that we didn't like of that rich one.
But the ambiance.
But the ambiance was nice. Dressing up was nice. Regardless, I don't know. I think I'm kind of leaning towards that $250 one, but the $11 one, I will definitely go back. Would you go back to the $250 though?
No.
It was a one-time thing. The $11, we're definitely gonna be back.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm gonna kind of leave this one up in the air in a way, but if you guys want us to go and try the cheapest and most expensive of other things, let us know in the comments down below.
Because we're down to eat.
We're down to eat and we're down to spend. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, pick up some merch at BrennenTaylor.com, and until next time, we'll see you guys later. Peace.
It's so much on my mind, I don't say it. Till I'm drunk and I'm high, yeah, I'm faded. It's the truth, what that liquor got me saying. And you hate it, yeah, I hate it. It's so much on my mind.